Hello, everybody. Good day to you all. Today, I am talking about Willow, season number 1, episode number 7, Beyond the Shattered Sea. And this episode is directed by Jamie Childs. And overall, this episode was it's all over the place. This show has potential to be good, but it seems like within this episode right here, it showed me things, the quality of the show that actually I thought was kind of interesting. But like when it's being serious and it's trying to do something and it's telling the story, it's not that bad. But when they're trying to make jokes and trying to be funny, that's when it gets really cheesy. The dialogue gets really bad and takes you out of the picture. And it had a montage in here that was cheesy, but at the same time, the visual effects in it was actually pretty cool. So you had two cheesy montages in here, but at the same time, visually it looked kind of stunning. So I guess I don't know. I mean, you had the crew trying to go after and trying to find Eric, sort of, but you got Eric fighting, I guess this Lily, who turns out to be most likely the bad guy. I mean, as soon as I saw her, I got a feeling from the start. At first, I was kind of like this: why is she trapped there? What's going on? And then at the while, I said, "Oh, she's the bad guy. She has to be the bad guy." And you see him slowly trying to corrupt him. And you see the results of that in this episode right here too. Because he's trying to get free, trying to get back to his people. He even saw his sister on the other side at one point, and he thought he could reach out and grab her, but that didn't turn out as well. And even though you got the functional side, his girlfriend, I guess, and his sister about trying to get him, they have. It look like they're trying to fix problems that they started. Like you had Kit and her jealousy she has over her lore. Look, that gets fixed in this episode here. That's a plus because I wasn't even starting to like her as a character, and so that went kind of sideways. You have what's going on with Graydon. Even though I don't really like him as a character, at least and I don't think they're gonna do that whole love triangle situation anymore. Hopefully, maybe not. I don't know, but they did have him finally discover he has magic too, which wasn't really a shocker here. And the way they did it was so lazy. It felt like they just they were setting it up, but they didn't execute the setup well. It was kind of weird. They were pointing out that there was more to him than what it is, so you kind of saw it coming. But the way they did it was like this so nonchalant, like this okay, I guess, fine, like. All right, it felt kind of lazy the way they did it. So I just okay. Like I said, this show has a way of like giving you something cool, but make it crappy at the same time. I don't understand how you make that fail. They were setting up that he has powers or something, and then and they finally executed. It was so like it felt like it was being set up, but at the same time it felt like it was rushed. The way they did it. Because it wasn't settled. He didn't go from like doing little things here and there. You see him practicing and trying to. And you saw him taking notes. A lot of times you saw Lord practicing magic and writing things down, but they never showed him actually doing anything or practicing himself or showing him like just doing little tricks to see. Okay, you see his powers involved, but no, it went from nothing to maybe he might have something to fire magic. Like that. Oh, okay. I guess. Sure. But at least in this episode, we did get to see Willow just do more stuff this time and stuff like but he can't do. So while he was training Allure, so like the show gives you a lot of things like this. Okay, potential, and then crap at the same time. And so I say I can't love this episode. So, but at the same time, I can't hate it either. Like I want to love the show. I want to love everybody in the show. But at the same time, I just can't. The whole thing with what's his name, Therex, and the whole armored situation with the thing. He finally got his pieces now, and I'm not exactly sure what he want to do with it. I mean, it didn't work, so I don't know what his storyline is really. So I want to find interest in him, but at the same time I can't. And then most of his dialogue is mostly like humor, and so like this, not this terrible. I just. But like I said, but at the same time, the visuals in the show is amazing. Like when they're showing them crossing the shattered sea, I mean, that looked fantastic. The whole visual of that was great. Like I thought the storyline with Eric and Lily, and that whole situation was going on. Even though it was very predictable where it was going to go, I thought that was kind of interesting. Like when the show focuses and trying to do something good, it actually does something good. But when it just started to be funny. It's like, and so a lot of the popular songs they're playing here kind of take you out a little bit too as well. But other than that, this episode was just it wasn't like great, but it wasn't like the worst thing ever. It was just like somewhere in the middle of this like borderline like ugh. The last episode I didn't even like. This episode was like okay, I guess it passes, but it's not blowing my mind. That saying I'm not hating either. And then like, this show is so weird. It's so weird. Like I can't hate it completely, but if I could just hate this show, okay, I know where I stood. I could just go crazy from there. I can't love it either, so I can't celebrate it. So I'm like this. What are you? Give me something I actually can feed off of. Give me something I can mess with. Something like a mold or something. This is like, but it does set things up that make things interesting, especially what happens towards the end. So hopefully this thing turns around soon. I don't know. I think like one more episode and this is over, I guess. Oh boy, this show is so weird. I thought, oh well, what can you do? Everything can't be a gem. So they tried. I mean, yeah. So leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode of Willow. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did it make you mad? Did it make you happy? Are you enjoying where the storytelling is going? Or do you love all the characters? Because last episode, I was hating everybody. And now, I'm like, I'm hating them just a little bit less. Because you have Graydon. Here's the characters on the show. You have Laura. She's supposed to be the savior of this world. But she doesn't even know how to use her powers. But now she starts to get to the point where she actually uses her powers now that she has the wand. Now, I hate when... see, here's the thing about magic that I don't like. I don't like wands. This is a personal thing of mine. I don't like wands because wands feel like you can't do the power. It gives you a handicap, which I don't like. If you have magic, you should just do the magic. Now I believe like wands should be sort of like training wheels. When you're first starting off with your magic, you use a wand or something like that to help you focus it. The magic is still coming from you, but you need something that help you focus it and channel it. As you get more experience, you know how to use it better. You don't need the wand or staff anymore. You can just do it with your mind, or you can speak it or just say it, or you just think it, and it will happen. But because having her not be able to use her powers at all, barely, because she didn't make that tree grow, but they didn't really help her. After that little moment, nothing really happened from there. Now she has the wand. Now she might be relying on that. What can she do without it? Can she still use the power without the wand? Because it seems like everybody got to use something. Like even Graydon, even though he didn't have a wand, he uses his flute to help him channel it. So can she just use anything? Would it matter what she uses? Because she pick up a stick and just let it go crazy. But we will see. But I don't like the fact that Graydon was like confessing his love for Allure, even though he knew that her mission was to rescue her boyfriend. He knew that from the start, and he was still trying to hit on her and get with her. And it felt kind of slimy and cheesy, and the fact that he's simping over some girl who doesn't really want him, and then confessing his love for her. I just like, really, dude, really? This whole mission for her to save her boyfriend, and you're trying to get something. And then you had Kit, and it kind of, at the same time, it looked like they're trying to fix that, maybe. I mean, even though he did confess his love for her, it looked like they might be ending that, hopefully. Then you have what's going on with Kit here. Now, I understand how she felt, and her parents, like, pretty much, her father pretty much blew her off to do something to help out Allure. But I'm happy that her insecurities is she's trying to let that go past, so she actually build a relationship with Allure and actually believe in her, because that was actually a good moment right there. So at the first, I wasn't even like her as a character, and now I started thinking to turn around there. And then I'm still not so sure about Therex and what part he plays in here or what he's trying to do. And you also have Jade. I think the only character I actually really did like completely. And so far, she hasn't been a downfall. Jade and Eric, I think are the only characters I actually really do like. Even though Eric was sort of like a playboy type, he was interesting. And now that we're seeing more of him, we'll see where his journey is going through. I'm like to see where that goes. But overall, like I said, the episode was just okay. Hopefully, things will turn around to the end. I kind of doubt it because the show's about to end soon, so we will see. So it might surprise me. So leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode of Willow. If you haven't watched it, check it out for yourself. Hopefully you're watching, you enjoy, have fun watching it too. So give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really do appreciate it. Also, links down below. Just all my social media. You want to follow me there? I would really appreciate it. Also, to my stores where I sell things, my shirts and socks and everything else and whatnot. One of my shirts right here. This is my Spider Rabbit shirt right here. Bang bang and a boom. Many others as well. Check them out. See some stuff. Buy some stuff. If you like anything, I would appreciate it. It would help me out a whole lot. Like I always say, in my dreams of life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.